Hey everyone, so this is a really exciting video for me to be making. First of all, I wanted to go and see Calendar Girls for about 2 years now. I first really was desperate to see it in about April of 2009 when I went down to London for a week, but unfortunately I didn't get the chance to see it. It was then at Aberdeen for a week, but I was elsewhere when it was there, so I didn't get to see it then. But finally, thanks to the Evening Chronicles Young Reviewers competition, which I am taking part in, I got to see it last night for the purposes of reviewing it. So before I share my thoughts with the production itself, I'm just going to briefly show you my little article in the paper. I did panic that I wasn't going to be in because I'm actually going to hand deliver a copy to Lynda Bellingham tonight, which is like amazing. She's an absolute sensation. She really is fantastic. And I was like, out of all my articles that could be cut, please let it not be this one. And thankfully it's there. So for the record, the paper is dated Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011. And for those asking, or like the people in the States now with the northeast of England have been asking, where can I read your articles because I don't have the paper. I will post them in my blog, but I will post them via a link to the Evening Chronicles website because they do get published on there as well. So I will do that for you. So this is the article. Obviously the picture isn't mine, but it's a really nice picture. That's my article. I'm not going to read it out because I will put a link in the below bar to the blog post with the article in it for you to go and check out. It hasn't been edited much from what I can remember writing. Apart from my last paragraph was shortened. I'm hoping that that's because there wasn't enough room for the full thing rather than my final words being wishy-washy. But either way, it is. I am just so privileged to have this in here. This is on page 25 for those of you who do have the paper and want to check it out. Yeah. So when I went, it was at the Sunderland Empire and it's there all week until Saturday the 26th of March. So go and see it if you can. There are limited tickets left, so hurry, hurry, hurry. So when I was there, courtesy of the Empire, I got a free programme, which I was going to buy anyway, so that was nice. And this just takes you through basically the cast, what Calendar Girls is all about. And for those of you who don't know, Calendar Girls is actually based on a true story. It tells the audience the true story of the real, genuine Calendar Girls. And in 1998, I believe it was, this woman's husband sadly passed away from a blood cancer. It's not leukemia. I can't remember which one it is, but it's in the programme. It's on the website. So they decided to raise money for leukemia funds by doing a nude calendar. And then from there, they sold so many copies of that they didn't ever think they would. And it just spiraled from there, and other people did their own Calendar Girls type calendar. And obviously now we have this massive production, which is doing fantastically. It was at the Noel Coward Theatre for quite a while. It was there for about a year or something, and then it travelled, and then I think it might have went back there, and then it travelled again. And basically the tour now is ongoing right through at the end of the year. And for those of you, FYI, who do miss it in Sunderland this time round, I believe it's back in Sunderland in September, so look out for that. Now the cast of this is really fantastic. I'll just get a cast picture up just to take you through it. When I first saw the cast, I was like, wow. I always check the cast list and see who's in it. I know Tish Dean did it once, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't get to see Tish Dean doing it. But for me, the cast is... I don't always go to see a show unless I either know the cast or really, really love the production in general. Calendar Girls, if it wasn't for Lynda Bellingham, I'll call her in this video, if it wasn't for Lynda, I probably wouldn't have actually given this the time of day initially 2 years ago when I first found out about it, because I didn't know what it was about, which is kind of a problem I have, I know. But I am pleased that I've saw it. So here's the cast that were in it. You'll notice Danielle Lineker is on the end. She was in it for all of like 5 minutes. So if you're a Danielle Lineker fan and was only wanting to go for Danielle Lineker, still go, but just don't expect to see her throughout. So you've got Bernie Nolan, which was a massive delight because I adore Bernie and the Nolans in general. You've got Jennifer Ellison, Lisa Riley, of course Lynda Bellingham, and a few others whose names I really don't know, but the entire cast is absolutely fantastic. I will run you through the cast list just in case you're wanting to know who's in it. This time round, the cast does rotate from, I think it's mid-April, the cast changes. Linda's not in it from mid-April, but I think she's back in September. Right, so we have Bernie Nolan, Lynda Bellingham, Trudy Goodwin, Lisa Riley, Gwen Taylor, Jennifer Ellison, Ruth Maddock, Jane Lambert, Joe McGann, John Labanowski, Bruno Langley, who of course played Todd in Coronation Street. He was fantastic in it. He played a character called Lawrence, who was the photographer who was photographing the Calendar Girls. and he did that so well. He was really nervous, and he really played on the nerves of this this character, because obviously there was this quite young sort of photographer, and he's got to photograph these 6 nude women. It's kind of incredible how he does that. I really like that. Lynda kind of takes center stage sometimes, because Chris, her character, is very much the main character, even though she's not the character whose husband died. She's still very much the main character. She organises everything, and she's just absolutely fantastic. I was so blown away by Lynda's performance. I've met Lynda before. I've seen Lynda before in flesh, if you like, but I've never seen her perform live. So for me, it was kind of like, dang, she's amazing. You know, it was absolutely fantastic to see Lynda perform, and I cannot wait to see her again. I don't know when I'll get to see her perform again, but it really was absolutely sensational. Jennifer Ellison was a real surprise as well. I didn't expect her to be bad. I just hadn't really heard, you know, like, oh my god, Jennifer Ellison is a fantastic actress. But she was really great in it, and Lisa Riley, as I expected, brought so much humour to this, because, don't get me wrong, although this is a very serious subject and it does tackle a serious topic, you will laugh a lot, I promise you so much. And for those of you who are a little bit of a prude and don't really like the concept of naked women on stage, you don't actually see much. I mean, literally in that picture, let me find it again. That is as much as you will ever see. Delightful things from Bernie especially. She really goes completely out with her character, whose name is Cora. Bernie is very fantastic in this, and she does sing as well, so if you're a fan of the Nolans music, she does sing a bit, but not the Nolans songs. So that's basically much all you'll see, unless there's some sort of mishap on the stage where they drop a bun or something, but they don't. Lynda has some really interesting surprises as well. There are so many things that you just don't expect to happen, which do, and it's like, oh my goodness, was that supposed to happen? And it's just really takes you by surprise, which is part of the humour. The audience, I'm talking really fast because my battery's going, where did I? The audience was mainly made up of women, and I'd say women over the age of 30, generally speaking. But that's the same with a lot of things like that. But I promise you, no matter what gender you are or what age, obviously I wouldn't suggest taking a 5-year-old to this. I don't actually know if there's an age limit on this. I can't find that information anywhere. But do go and see it. No matter who you are, you will love it, I promise. Even if you do feel like a bit of a prude, it's okay. It's not that bad, I promise you. But it's not like, I'd say maybe 30% of it they're revealing themselves in some way or another. But it absolutely is fantastic. If you ever do get the chance to go and see Calendar Girls, please go and see it, whether Lynda's in or not. I know I keep going on about Lynda the most, but Lynda is the reason I was initially interested. And then I found out Bernie and Lisa Riley and that were in it, and I was like, oh, brilliant, yay! Yes, so please go and see this, and I'd love to know your thoughts. And also, just out of curiosity, who would you like to see in Calendar Girls? It's a bit of a weird question, but the cast rotates. I know Casey Ainsworth's doing the next cast, and it's quite interesting to see who else is going to be in it and who's going to be plucked for it next, and who else is brave enough to stand on stage with next to no clothes on it. Because obviously it's going to take a lot of guts to stand in front of an audience of, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people with hardly anything on, and anything could happen. You could sneeze and drop a bun, or something could happen, or you could misplace something, or you could be angled slightly off centre or something, and it just does take a lot of guts, and I'm so proud of all the cast for doing that, you know, and it is for a good cause. They've raised over 3 million to date for this, so that is absolutely fantastic. But yes, brilliant production, absolutely love it in every single way. Please feel free to leave comments and things, let me know your thoughts. Sorry I'm talking fast, my battery is a way to go, but that's it for just now, so I will see you next time. Bye!